Is there any other way to promote your KDP books other than placing ads in Amazon? Are there any other ways to promote your books? Yes, there are. Watch this video and find out. Hello Home Bosses, I'm Nuria Corby from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping you to make money online. And if that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get more videos like this. Today we're talking about how to promote your books without Amazon ads. I'm only just starting to use ads and I can report that I'm getting quite good results, but that could be because it's Q4, so I'm not quite sure yet how much of an impact my ads are having in terms of a normal month. So I will make a video about that later on. At the moment, I think it's too soon to draw any conclusions from my ads, but I will make a video soon and let you know how that's going. But today I really want to talk to you about what you can do to promote your books without using Amazon ads, and that is still a really good way to make sales because you don't necessarily have to run ads. Running ads can cost quite a bit of money, and in the beginning when you're first starting you really want to keep your costs as low as possible. But there are other ways and I want to show you today. And the way to promote your books apart from running ads is by using social media. Now, what do I mean by using social media? Well, you can use Facebook, you can use Twitter, you can use Pinterest, you can use Instagram. There are a lot of social media sites that you can use to promote your books. I would say concentrate on one or two. I think social media is one of those things that if you run a lot of accounts on different platforms, you soon end up not having enough time for any of them. It can be very time consuming, but if you concentrate on one or two, then that should be enough to give your books a bit of a kick. And I'm going to talk to you today about how you would do that on any of the platforms. But I just want to show you some examples. So we're hopping onto Facebook at the moment, and one good example is Jade Summer. Now Jade Summer produces a lot of coloring books for adults, and they've really created a really good brand. And the way they do that is they promote their books heavily on their Facebook page. Now, the way they do that is they post regularly. They always post when they have a new book coming out, and they're really engaging with their fans. So they've got quite a few fans and they post pictures of their books, how they've colored it in. So it's a very engaging Facebook page. And this is how you could also promote your books, by creating a Facebook page for your brand. So first of all, you have to have a brand. So you take one of your pen names, you create a niche that you want to promote, for example, coloring books, or maybe activity books, or maybe just journals, whatever it is that you want to create a brand around. And then you pick your name. You can use the pen name that you're using. That would be the best way to do it. And you create a page in Facebook. And then what you do is you post relevant news about your book. So whenever you publish a new book, you put that on your Facebook page. You have good pictures. Pictures are very important in this business because people buy on the visual side of your product. When you publish a book on Amazon, most people, they click on something when they like the image that they're seeing. So your books are no different. If you have really good covers, that's what people are going to click on, and they're going to want to find out more about it. And the same with social media. The best social media for books, I think, is Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. And that is because they're the most visual of all social media. Twitter is slightly different because Twitter is more about what you're actually having to say rather than the images. But Instagram, we all know that is a very image-centered social media platform, and so is Facebook and Pinterest. Pinterest, I find, is one of the best platforms for me to promote my books. I think everybody will have a different preference, but for me, Pinterest is the standout platform, and so is Facebook. And the reason Facebook is so good is because I find that you can get a lot of engagement with your customers. When you're building a brand, the most important thing are your customers, because they are the people that are going to buy your product, and they are the best people to ask what they want. If you're creating a new product, a new book, whatever it is that you're creating in any business, your customers are the best people to tell you what they want and what they're willing to buy. So listen to them always and build a relationship with them, because they're the most important people in your business. So Facebook is very good for that kind of thing, to build a real community with people and to build a relationship with them so that you know exactly what they are looking for. So the way you would do that is you create a Facebook page, you create a Pinterest account, Twitter account, Instagram account, whichever you want to do. And then how to promote your books is very easy, but it's also up to you how you want to focus your products. You can focus on the visuals, so therefore you need some good pictures to advertise your books. And I want to show you something that has only just come out, which I am so happy that they have done this. And this is something that Tangent Templates have created recently. You all know that by now that I'm a big fan of Tangent Templates. And if there's only one tool that you can buy and that you can invest in, I would say make it Tangent Templates. Out of everything that you can buy to help you with your KDP journey, Tangent Templates is the best thing that you can invest in. Not just because of the templates, but because of all the other things that they offer, like the Tangent Builder, where you can create a whole book and see exactly where you want to place each page. They have got the trademark checker. They've got a PDF combiner. You can check the DPI of your images. There's so much you can do. And now they have brought out a new thing, which I'm going to show you right now. So we're on Tangent Templates now, and we click on More Tools up here. And like I said, I mean, they've got so many different tools apart from all the interiors and the designer and everything else. And now they have brought out a pen name generator, so you can generate good pen names that Amazon will accept. And this is the one I want to show you today, which is the quick mock-up to create a 3D mock-up of your book cover. And this is amazing. I'll show you how this works. So you click on this, and then when you've made your KDP cover, all you have to do is upload your cover here. So I'm going to show you an example. And for that, I'm going to use the Would You Rather book that we created in a previous video. So I'm going to upload that now. So I've uploaded the cover here, and then all we have to do is slide this highlighted section over to the right, because this is your back cover and this is your front cover. So we want to highlight the front cover, and then all we have to do is crop front cover. We click on there, and straight away it has created a mock-up of your book cover of your book. But not only that, you can now change things like if your book is thicker than this, because this looks like a very thin book. Say you've got more pages in your book, so you can do this and instantly your book is a little bit thicker, or even thicker than that. And then the other thing you can do is by moving this rotate slider, you can rotate the book to show just the front or to show a side view for it. Then you can change the background, and I like to keep it on a white background. Can you see the back cover color is black at the moment? So you can change it here to make it match the front. So you would do that by just playing with the colors here. So now it's a blue color, the same as the front. And you can increase the shadow. You can make it a different color. You can make the shadow darker to make it stand out more. And you can download it as a small or as a large image. So I'm just quickly showing you by downloading this how that would look in one of your Facebook posts or in one of your Pinterest images. So we download the image here, and it's created a really clean PNG image of your cover. And the great thing about this being a PNG image is it has a transparent background, so you can now use this on Canva or on any other software that you use to create your images. So I'm just going to show you quickly what I would do with this on Canva. So we're now on Canva, and what I want to do is I want to create a Facebook post. So Canva has already got pre-made templates for that. So all I have to do is type in Facebook in the search bar, and I click on Facebook post, and that gives me the dimensions that I need for a Facebook post. And then they give you some templates here that you can use. You can either make your own or you can use one of these. I just want a really plain one, to be honest, so I'm just going to use a blank one, and this is the size that you need for your Facebook posts. And then I'm going to upload the file that I got from Tangent Templates for my mock-up for the book. So I upload that onto Canva, and I've uploaded it now, and then I click on it. So now I am ready to create my Facebook post, and all I'm doing is I'm creating an image for it. So this is my book, and I could, for example, just create a background for this, or I can go on to photos and maybe type in desk, and I can choose something that maybe I can superimpose this on. So I could have this, for example. Obviously I would make this a little bit smaller, and you could have some text here. So for example, you could write something to promote your book. Check out our new Would You Rather book. Perfect Christmas gift. And obviously you would think about this a little bit more, a bit longer, and create a better text than this. But this is just to give you an idea of how you could do something like this for Facebook. But also you could just have this book more prominently, so you could just choose a different background. For example, you could just go onto the backgrounds and create something different. You could have something like this, and then you would post that on Facebook. There are so many possibilities. I'm just showing you how to do it, but I'm sure that you can think of much better images than this with a little bit more time. But you get the idea. This looks quite nice now. It's ready to really put on Facebook and promote your book. You can also use this to promote on Twitter, and then you would write something to tell people about the book. And you can use your description of the book to help you with that. And the other way you can use this image is to make your Pinterest images, and for that you do more or less the same process. You just type in Pinterest pin into Canva, and that gives you the best size for your pins. And I think what we'll do is we'll create a blank pin to start with. I can't really see any templates that I could use, and we'll just click on the blank pin so that we can create a nice pin that suits us. So now I click on our image, our book, and let's give it a nice background again. I'm just doing this to quickly show you how you can create a nice pin very quickly, but obviously you can take your time with this and create a much better pin than this. So the other thing I like to do is I click on elements and I get a contrasting rectangle or something to go with this picture, and then we can put some text on there. Let's have a look. So now we can use something like new book out now. Make that nice and big. Maybe give it a different font to make it stand out a little bit more. And we match the colors to our images. So let's try this black, which isn't too bold. It's the same. What I like about Canva is that it can pick the colors for you. So it's picked up the colors from the image, and it gives you the palette here so that you can create your pins and really match the colors very well. So the other thing that remains for us to do is to put our brand name or our website here. So there is two things you can do. You can either put your website here, and I will just call this thehomeboss.com as an example. And then when people click on this pin, they go straight to your website where you will probably have a link to your book. Or if you haven't got a website yet and you just want to take people to your book on Amazon, you would just put your link into the pin when you create your pin, and when people click on your pin, they will be taken straight to your book on Amazon. And that is why you're doing this. You want people to see this pin and to click on it, and it takes them to your book. So if they're interested in buying it, they can then buy it on Amazon. And Pinterest is a fantastic place to promote your books, because people that browse Pinterest are usually interested in buying something. So this is how I would create a pin. So this isn't the best pin that I've created, but you can take your time and create a really nice pin that stands out. And obviously you'd have a little bit more writing, but don't forget you also have the pin description, so that gives people that click on this pin a little bit more information. And this is how I would promote my books on different social media sites. And as I said before, the ones that really work for me, Pinterest is number 1, Facebook number 2. But it just depends. Some people do better on Instagram, some people do better on Facebook. So it's really just a question of trying things out. And I recommend that you definitely give Pinterest a go, and also Facebook. And especially Facebook, because you can really engage with your customers. You can answer questions, you can ask them questions, and you can really engage with them. So that for me is the best way to advertise or to promote your books without using Amazon ads. And like I said, for me, it has worked really well, but you do need to create a brand around your books. With Pinterest, it's slightly different because you don't even need a brand. You can just create these pins and advertise your books and then link directly to your Amazon book page. So you don't even have to have a brand for that. And I would use the Mockup generator to create really good pins so that people can see what they are looking at. They're buying a book. There's no doubt about it now when you see this picture that what we're doing is we're advertising a book. So have you started promoting your books in any other way? Are you using ads? Are you using social media to promote your books? Let me know what you're doing. Do you find this helpful? Is it something that you might start doing now? So let me know, and if you've got any questions, just ask away. And don't forget you can join our Facebook group. The link is below this video, and we're a really friendly group. Anybody can ask any questions, and there are a lot of people who help out and answer questions as well. And it's just such a good way to meet people like you who are also doing the same thing, and we can all help each other. So I recommend you join the Facebook group just because it's easier to ask questions there than it is here on YouTube. But you can also leave your questions here and I will do my best to answer them. So thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.